When we come back, we're talking about funerals right here on the One Show. I mean, it's become a thing of, it's supposed to be a day of mourning, but then has it become a party or has it become a social network place? We don't know, but let's go to the streets and ask a few viewers what they think about funerals in Ghana lately. Let's see what they have to say.
I think Ghanaians are spending much on funerals nowadays because Ghanaian families believe that when they lose a family member, that person deserves a befitting burial. And also because of the compensation they get at the end of the day. So much money is put into the funerals nowadays.
Ghanaians are spending much on funerals and it's not good. Somebody might be in the family, the person might need money for school fees, anything, something. But instead of them to use the money to help the person, they will not help the person. They will rather use the money on funeral, which is not good because the person is dead and he's dead and gone. So they have to just do some maybe small gathering on it and just mourn the person and do the burial service. That's all.
Yeah, Ghanaians spend too much money on funerals because these days what happens is people even hire funerals. If you don't have money to spend on your funeral, people come to hire. I mean, they take a contract with you, then they'll borrow money, spend on it, after which they part some paltry sums with you and then they go. So in fact, we are spending too much on funerals. Some people also keep their funerals for the weekends or for 2-3 months, which is all involves money because you need to what? Pay for the cost of mortuary costs. So they spend a lot on funerals, which is, I mean, at the expense of their war schools, fees, and then etc.
When you listen to High Life, the hip life, and the rest, now Azonto, that is it's dance music. Yeah. And you know, I've been doing that from like, you know, 1990. And then now it's here.
And how much are you spending on the day they are dying? We don't pay too much money for a person when they are born. We don't pay too much money for a person when they are getting married. But when they die, suddenly family members come to meet. Why is it that when a child is born, we don't see all family members, family elders coming to sit down?
It's strictly by invitation though. Anyway, welcome back. Now, Adjei is very passionate and I can't wait to talk to him about funerals, and you hear the views from the people. And Johan, welcome to the show. Thank you. Now we're going to talk about funerals in Ghana and obviously why people spend so much. Do you think we're spending too much money on our funerals?
We're spending extravagantly on our funerals. I call it the celebration of death, not the celebration of life. I call it immoral in the sense that life is supposed to be celebrated, not death. When a person is lived their life and they are dead, what good is the dead to the living? But we spend so much. There are children in our society, there are children in the families whose education, whose future has been mortgaged for the dead woman who is going and never will come back. And you see people pay large sums of money, gather people, travel from the cities to the villages, build houses in the family. Within 6 weeks, they put up structures because friends are coming. But the question I ask, and I believe people should see it from a moral point of view, that what is the morale behind this? That when my mother was alive, I never built a house for her. When my uncle was alive, I never paid any attention. Now that he's dead, I want to honor the dead man who will never live to see what I did.
Yeah, but you know, Johan, don't you think it's a shock that, you know, you probably thought your mother would never go and then suddenly she's gone. So that shock of, you know, not seeing her again would want to make you do something that would forever be in the minds and the hearts of people.
No way. If I have anything to do for my mom, it should be now.
Yeah.
I don't see any point in wasting a lot of money on funerals. To me, I wish it could be bound in Ghana. Because I'm here trying to make life, struggling. And if I should die right now, I can't imagine the kind of money they will spend on my funeral. What's the sense in it? It doesn't make any point.
When you can actually give the money to you to do something with your life. No, I
can use to help someone in the family. But they are not doing that. So why should they wait till I die before they do something for me? Or why should I wait for someone to die before, if I have something to do for the person, then I'll do it?
But it's paying respect
The person is dead and gone. No matter what you do, the person is not coming back.
How will I ever know you respected me when I'm now dead? What did you do for me when I was alive? You could have paid my school fees. The child was suffering, roaming the streets of Accra, some village somewhere. Nobody paid attention. Let a car hit this little child, and they're going to give this child a befitting burial, not a befitting living. And that is absurd. I look at the absurdity of it.
But then there are two general rights to life. You know, birth and death, obviously. So if, you know, when there's an outdooring, when there's a new addition to the family, it's celebrated in a very extravagant way.
Just in the school fees that he mentioned there, I want to make it known to Ghanaians today.
Yeah.
I dropped out of JSS when I was in Form 1.
Okay. Sorry to hear that.
And if I should have died by then, the money that they would have spent on my funeral wasn't the kind of money I was expecting to go and pay my school fees.
Wow.
So what is the sense in it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, with the outdooring, people come in and they celebrate the birth of a new addition to the family.
Exactly.
So when somebody is exiting, people see it fit to give that extravagant exit to the person.
If the truth will
Would
be told,
that bring the person back?
If the truth will be told,
so
ask yourself, how much is it invested in outdoorings, where we are actually introducing a new life into the community? You never know what that child is ever going to be.
Yeah.
That child could bring the cure to the worst disease on the planet. Look at the celebration, and look at when somebody dies.
It's amazing.
We buy new clothes and black,
the most
of course.
important thing is the waste of time.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
culture
Can you imagine
of
3
death.
solid days, Friday, Saturday, Sundays, on funerals?
And it's all about, you know, to me, people go and sort of network. It's
Yes.
about, you know, the who is who of a crowd.
Having fun, eating, drinking, and messing up.
Dancing.
Funerals were actually to mourn the departure of the dead.
Yeah.
Now it's no more funerals.
Yeah. It's
There are
party.
another type of parties where they come to serve takeaways. And people,
Right now,
people
even
can,
if I should die right now, and my
God
family
forbid.
doesn't have money, they can go and see someone and the
There are
person will take it
funeral
upon
contractors.
themselves.
Borrow money.
The
The
Where-
make the
banks
people-
are,
and
they
make
have
money
the
out
banks
of
have a
it.
scheme that they give out
what
money
scheme
for that.
has the bank to secure the future of children
They
who have
have
no
that-
hope? What schemes have... The
We need
society
to
is
sit up.
corrupted.
We need to sit up and
You know what?
defend
We have a couple of emails, and usually we put out these topics and see, try to get your views as a viewer on the show, and we have a few situational videos we wanted to check out. Let's take a look at the first one.
Hi, The One Show. I keep wondering why some people decide to put on white clothes for a funeral when the deceased is over 100 years. Is there any reason for that? And why do we wear black-colored attire for funerals, but not any other color? Thanks.
I mean, the 100. If somebody is above 100, they think the person lived well. So then is it okay to do that?
Now, personally...
I don't have any problem with the colors that they wear for funerals, whether it's black or white. The person is dead, so
Really, it doesn't make any difference.
yeah.
You see, when we think in our world, colors, white, black, white
Pure.
stands for pure, black stands for some bad thing that has happened. I don't see anything bad about death. It's the gift of life. Anything that has life one day will die.
Yeah.
But if you lived your life and you died, we have something to celebrate.
Yeah.
But most of us who are dying have nothing to be remembered of. What is good about remembering a poor man who died miserably and then you spend money on that?
All right, let's look at the second situational video.
My best friend lost his mum 2 months ago, and the funeral rite is happening this weekend. Her family members have decided to put together a particular funeral cloth, but I don't have the financial muscle to wear their preferred cloth. I also don't want to look odd, because most of the family members know me very well. What should I do?
Pressure. You see?
These are some of the things. When was the last time the family was called together? That one of the family members can't pay their school fees. So aunties, cousins, nephews, everybody contribute money so we progress this person. No, let the person die. And everybody is coming together. The family head puts on the biggest cloth in town.
And you're choosing a
just
preferred
come
cloth.
and sit down and discuss when are we going to bury this person. They keep dead bodies in the mortuaries for years. I've lived in Holland. And look, I'm a black man, but there are things about the white culture I'm so proud of. If a person's died, they don't more than 1 week. You're gone. Because your days are finished. We're not going to invest the money of the living on the dead. And here we are celebrating a culture of death. Somebody lays, my father-in-law just lost the mother. The mother was in the fridge for 3 months. And everybody's waiting when this guy is going to fly from Europe, America, and they gathering money. And I'm asking, I came to the funeral, I see people in the family, poor and pathetic, and I'm asking, you could have invested this old lady.
You are so passionate, and you are speaking with such conviction, and I like that.
Funeral should be bound in Ghana.
Let's look at the next situation of video.
In the same year you got married to him, then all your hair will be removed on the day of the funeral. My husband died 8 months ago after our marriage, and I don't want to go through that old embarrassment. I don't want to skip the funeral rites just because of that. Help.
I think we should let go of certain things as Ghanaians or as Africans. Why do you have to shave a woman's hair because the husband is dead?
Did she kill the husband?
Huh? For what?
Yeah.
Just because the husband is dead?
Yeah. And then they lock you up in a room for a few days to stay with the dead man in a room. I mean, what do you think about that?
It's horrible, my sister.
Culture.
Something has to be done. I think the leaders of this country need to sit up and cancel those kind of things in Ghana. It's not helping us get anywhere.
Yeah, your hand thinks funeral should just be banned in Ghana. But how do you say farewell to your family if funerals are banned?
Just go and bury the person, and that will be it. The person will not come back because one person went to bury the person, him or her.
Yeah.
Will you come back? I'll also certainly not come back if I should die. May God forbid, I will live above 100. So
amen. So will all of us here, and the cameraman and everybody, right?
So no, I say culture is a learned behavior, and everything that was learned can be unlearned.
Yeah.
I think Africa we've learned so many things in the past, and some of us have stopped questioning the integrity of those cultures. They were good 400 years ago, but then ask yourself, are they still relevant?
Yeah, but people are also complaining that we're shying away from our culture.
We are not.
You know, and that's part of our culture. Funeral rites is part of our culture.
What do we get from that? For saving the woman, what do you get from it?
Sometimes funds are collected to help the widow, for instance.
Funds are never collected to help the widows. Point of correction. It is to enrich certain elders in the family.
Wow.
Most women, until the PNDC law that interstate, right? Women,
the woman is in pain already for losing the husband, and you go ahead shaving the hair too. For what?
Yeah.
We have to unlearn so many things to get. No, there's now cultural borrowing. We live in a global world. Believe it or not, certain things are obsolete. They just have to be thrown in the garbage.
Well, you know, this is a very interesting topic, and we're definitely going to revisit it again as a show.
You need to sit up.
We need to sit up. And Johan thinks we should ban funerals, and you also think
I think they should do it
in a more subtle way.
Not too expensive, not depriving the living of the benefit they could have had, and spending that on the dead. It is absurd.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. Well, after the break, Adjei is going to treat us to something really delicious on Taste Stop. Stay with us.